All right, Gia, we're talking about some of the ways that you arranged yourselves in the house you lived in your childhood. So explain how you slept, the sleeping arrangements.
Okay, so
So yesterday you talked about how your sister slept on top of a trunk. Oh, and I was thinking about what was in that trunk.
in the trunk it was what usually people in here keep in trunks or in drawers. There were the clothes that we were not wearing, the linen, bed linen, that the change of bed linen because we
Mm-hmm.
never had too many. So you would wash and put in the trunk, and then Saturday you would get it out of the trunk, put on bed, and from bed you would wash.
Mm-hmm.
So some towels, not much because nobody had abundance of linen or
Did you
clothes.
have pillows?
Yes, we had pillows, good quality pillows out of
Town?
down,
Good, nice.
because artificial stuffing did not
Didn't
exist.
exist, yeah. But I think a lot of people didn't have pillows.
Well, yes, I
Pillows
guess
were a
so.
bit of a luxury item, I think. Um, but
But they were
you knew nobody who had like running water or
no,
or like gas connected and no
no,
institutions. Not that you spent a lot of time in institutions, so I guess you
no.
didn't
I
know.
wouldn't see it like we were fed in the kindergarten.
Right.
We had lunch in there, but I never went to the kitchen.
Right.
And I would not be surprised if I found out that the water in the kitchen was brought by buckets.
Yeah. So you just don't know, but it's possible one
I
way
never
or the
saw the
other.
kitchen,
Right.
yes.
Okay. So where did you sleep?
I slept, there was a small bed in the kitchen where either
You
the
think it was a bed, you can't remember, but there was some place where you were
yes,
able to sleep with your
yes,
grandmother.
with the grandmother.
Yeah. And you said she spent a lot of time there, especially after your father was taken
Yeah.
away.
Most of the time was my mother's mother spending with us.
And your
Father's mother,
mother,
father's mother had her own house, and she kind of left the room for her.
so your mother's mother, did she have her own place at all?
No, she didn't.
Interesting. So where did she go when she wasn't with you?
She would either stay with my uncle, but
Oh, right.
my uncle lived in
Your
Kamenets-Podilsky.
mother's brother, right.
Yes, but she would not want to impose, so she usually rented a room someplace.
Okay. And then, so your mother had a bedroom, a proper bedroom. There was one other room and she slept there.
And that room was cluttered with, I assume there was a wardrobe. I know there was a desk. There were shelves and shelves of books.
So your mother eventually became a writer, but you were saying your father prohibited her from writing
Categorically
in the
prohibited,
Soviet
because
Union.
in the Soviet Union, if you have no talent to write, they leave you alone. But if you have talent, or you say you have talent, even if you don't have it, you will be forced to write to glorify the Soviet regime and Stalin. And even if you stoop low enough to glorify the Soviet regime, it was a slippery slope, because you could write a word that somebody intentionally misinterpreted, and you would end up in jail because of treason, charged with being enemy of the people.
So in Portuguese, you said there was a lot of maps that my grandfather, your
Yes,
father liked to.
yes, he loved maps, and they were all rolled, and sometimes he would get one and unroll,
So we have.
and yeah,
Oh, sorry. He would unroll it and.
and spread it on the table and stay hours looking at it.
Isn't that interesting? Okay, I was going to ask about dresses and bathing, but I don't have time. So maybe we'll cover that some other time.